review. Giving you our 2 cents and dollars too. Dollars too.
And I feel like y'all saw all of my gum.
Girl, she forever with this gum, y'all. I don't know. She always chewing on some. Last time she was chewing on popcorn.
Yes. Well, welcome guys to the review. The review.
Period.
We a little tired.
Child, we more than tired.
We're a little tired.
It's Friday.
Yeah, it's been a long week.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long week. So I'm a little tired. Telly's a little tired. Telly just got back from out of town again.
Mm-hmm. I here doing my thug thizzle.
Yeah, so we's a little tired, but
we here.
Nevertheless, we are here. So we may not be giving
be
any
it may be ugly.
But dear God. Yes. So listen, y'all, we had actually recorded a video last Friday night. Last Friday before Telly left, and
we ain't like it.
Yeah. I told Telly I felt like our energy wasn't there. I feel like we was here, but we really weren't here. It was like elsewhere. Yeah.
And to be on the other side.
Yeah. So I was like, I think we should do our review again.
So here we are, people.
Yeah. Back in the building one more game. And we're talking Love Is.
My favorite show of all time now.
What would you fill in the blank with? Love Is. What would you fill the blank
Mine is Love Is Patient. Okay? Because okay. The way my dog had patience for Yasir, honey. He wasn't no easy man to deal with. But he made it a smooth ride.
He did. I mean, he's a smooth cat anyway. Like, yes, he's just, even the way he walked, not only the way he talked, but I mean, his vibes, everything about him just says smooth, like smooth-ish.
Baby. Just suave.
Yeah, so
what about
Telly had what I would fill it in with? The blank, Love is understanding.
Yes, come on. Here we go with the Bible quote.
I don't know why that just hit me. Like, love is understanding.
Come on, Proverbs.
Because there has to be understanding in the relationship. It has to.
Yes, understand.
And Nuri showed us that as well, that she came into the early developments of the relationship with understanding. There was a lot that she decided to understand, because she could have made the choice not to have no types of understanding at all.
She could have said deuces and missed out on his soulmate, because that's definitely what he was.
Yeah, man. So that's what I would fill in the blank with. Understanding. So Telly had already seen Love Is. I had to play.
She had to catch up.
Yeah, I had to play catch
up. Did.
And matter of fact, that wasn't last Friday. It was last Saturday. Last Saturday is when we did. Yeah, because I spent all of Friday evening and Friday night. I went to bed watching this episode after episode after episode.
She had to binge watch.
Yes, to get caught up. So I think it's gonna make our review. We're gonna try to speed this thing up, but it ain't gonna be like Insecure, where we was, coming to y'all
episode
after. Right. We got a lot of grounds to cover with
we're gonna try not to talk y'all to death, okay?
Yeah. So where should we start? Of course at the beginning, but I mean where in the beginning, because their beginning was a beautiful beginning.
Momentous.
Yes. And I don't know if any of y'all have seen it, or if you got to catch up like me, but right off rip, I was in love with Love Is. Like, I mean, and I think anybody, male or female, could appreciate this show and dig this show, and it almost forces you to believe in love. If you're one of those who said, no, I'm done with love. Love don't live here anymore.
It renewed my spirit, okay?
Yeah. I will say, if you have not seen it, get ready for the roller coaster ride of emotions.
You gonna cry?
Yeah.
You gonna be in your feelings. You definitely gonna cry.
If you're a heavy crier, go ahead and
have your tissue right now.
Tissues ready.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah. not I don't think you'll be crying because of sad moments, but just of overjoy and happiness for them.
Right.
We saw them go through a lot in these 10 episodes. But we're gonna start at the beginning, and I think we'll start with oh boy, Yasir's friend. I was interested. I don't remember his name right now.
And that's just how crazy it is. All I remember is Yasir and Nuri. I don't remember.
Well, first,
wait.
This is something new we said we was gonna do, y'all, and that's rate. I don't know if we want to do it in the beginning or at the end, but rate.
Okay, we can do it now in the beginning. I give this thing 5 stars. Okay.
Yes, I give it.
5 stars.
If I could give it 20.
Listen, infinity and beyond at this point. The galaxy, whatever, the Milky Way, whatever you want, you can have it. Because this thing is amazing.
It's a must see. Whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship, I definitely think it is a good series to watch. If you are in a relationship, it'll be interesting to get one another's opinions on certain scenes and certain episodes. But so Yasir's homeboy. Wait. Something else I told Telly. I didn't realize that. So when I watched, I don't know if it was something I missed in the very beginning, but I didn't know that the couple who was playing the older version of Yasir and Nuri, I didn't know that wasn't
the actual
real
couple.
Yeah. So y'all don't laugh at me, but
I don't know how she.
I didn't know, and I will say that I don't watch a whole lot of TV, right? My news is social media, but I guess I missed that on social media. I didn't know that the series was based off of a real life couple, which we are familiar with these folks' work as well. Yeah. I found out today they wrote Girlfriends. Well, they worked on different projects.
They worked on projects together, but they owned. They were in charge of these certain projects. So Mara was in charge of Girlfriends, the game, and what was the other?
Being Mary Jane,
and Salim, I think that's how you say his name, is in charge of Black Lightning.
Yes.
So even though they work on those projects together, one of them is the boss when it comes
and
to.
And all of those shows are fire.
Yes. But
when I found that out today, I was like, dang.
They are the epitome of a Black powerful couple. Right.
And even knowing that now and seeing what they went, like where their beginnings were, and she was a writer on Moesha. Moesha.
I still want a Jeep.
Come on now. Yes.
I don't want to beat up like that, but I want a Jeep.
So yeah, those are just some things that I had recently found out that I didn't know while I was watching. So it just, certain things. Now, I did also find out that everything wasn't 100% true. But there were some things that were true, and for real facts. And that was like how they met, where they met. The furniture store was an actual place where they did, he gave her the number. I don't know if he had his underwear on, but
if he did, that was real confident then.
Come on. The little coffee shop, those are still actual places. And I think she said the owners still own. So it just made the story like even more
authentic.
So yeah, the homeboy. I think this is even in the opening scene, if I'm not mistaken. The homeboy. They was in the coffee shop. You remember the name of it?
Mm-mm.
You just remember it. Yasir. Okay, well.
In all his glory.
Yeah. I told Telly earlier, and he just looked like I watched him. They were on the Wendy Williams show, and he just looked like he just smelled so good, honey. He sat back. He had them legs crossed, honey. He was just
like he bathes in oil. Oil and sunshine.
Come on. Come on now. So yeah, so the homeboy pointed Nuri out, or I guess she came in and he said there she go. They went for
to basically stalk her.
Yeah.
So he can show Yasir who she was. He didn't even know her name.
Yeah. He had been watching her and never even said anything to her, which I'm shocked because we see what type of gentleman he is, but he had never said anything. So I think he went to the bathroom or went and got another cup of coffee or something.
And Yasir, being the suave debonair man that he is, he went up and started talking to her and asked her name.
He said, I came over just to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
I came over but the way he said it, his whole delivery was just, and baby girl was sitting there like, oh, okay. Really just, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't ready for all that though. She wasn't ready for that energy. She wasn't ready for him.
Right. You know, okay, well. So he went back and sat down and his homeboy was like, well, her name is Nuri. He was like, oh, okay. He was like, so you're not going to say nothing to her? Nah, I ain't. They were on that street. And, you know, Yasir and his best friend were there. By this time, his best friend has had a baby a whole year later. Mm-hmm. And what had happened?
They passed her walking down the street. Mm-hmm. And they didn't recognize her at first because, see, when Yasir first met her, she had long hair. Mm-hmm. When they see her again, now her whole energy, though, was different. Because she was dressed very business casual when Yasir first met her, but when they passed her, and she cut her hair.
She did. She looked good. It was a Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah. I said, hell, if I had that stomach right there, that was funky now.
You know what? Even though my stomach looks like someone's, I've had a child. I definitely wear that now. Just, you know, the pants have to be a little bigger.
Maybe a little high-waisted for you.
Definitely going to be high-waisted because it's not going to be what she had on. Okay, you're not going to see this belly button. All right?
Girl, you look like I ain't even got one. You hear me?
Y'all gonna be like, oh wow, why her pants all the way up there? Because the stomach is atrocious, but that outfit was cute.
It was, but her whole vibe and energy was different.
She was a woman on the go. She done got herself a show to ride on, even though she was just a co-writer. You know, whatever. It didn't even really matter. What else happened? Oh, she just bought her a house, and that's why she was furniture shopping. Mm-hmm. Baby, when that man walked in there with his underwear.
But I didn't know that at first. I thought they was just biker shorts or something, because you know
back then, yeah, they wore tight shorts and stuff like that. But child, please, them was his underwear. Was it flipped inside? It wasn't flipped inside out, right? It was on the right side.
No, yeah, I think so. He had on like a kind of oversized looking shirt, but really, I would have never guessed that he was walking around, because see, we didn't tell y'all. For those of y'all who don't know,
he had a little situation going.
Borderline homeless. I mean, he wasn't homeless out on the street. Homeless, but
where he was staying wasn't where he's supposed to be staying anyway. Like, so his little background. He was living with his ex-girlfriend,
Miss Ruby.
Right, and he also had a child, but the child was back home with the mother, and you know his mother. So my dog was struggling. He was a struggling artist, and Nuri had just broken through. So they were definitely in two separate worlds. And Nuri had baggage as well. She was out here being a player from the Himalaya.
But really not. I mean, would you consider?
My dog had a rotation. It's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with it, because she was single.
Right.
She wasn't tied down.
And she wasn't sleeping with all three of them either. I don't think she wasn't sleeping with the dude from work, did she?
Which one? The one that brought her coffee?
Yeah, the little errand boy.
Yeah, she was sleeping with him.
that was a scene
When
her mama came with her mama.
Oh no, she didn't sleep with him in the new house. You're right. She didn't sleep with him.
Okay.
She didn't sleep with him. You're right.
Yeah, and then she was, I guess, still technically dating somebody, but he was up in New York, and she hadn't heard from the cat. Like, I still didn't. He never even really explained that either. It was just like, well,
I was doing me, and that's it.
That's it. But that's later.
Yeah, right. So back to the meeting in the furniture store. So basically, you said that the pimp moved and said, "You call me."
Mm-hmm. Put the ball in her court.
Go ahead, slide you this number. You call me. And then, you know, she was a little mesmerized, and she even asked the.
She had every right to be though.
Probably was trying to look at. That's probably why she asked, "Did he have her underwear?" I'm like, wait a minute now. Is that what I think?
Come on now.
He can't be out here like that.
Not like that now.
Right.
Like that.
Like that.
Come on.
And then the lady who worked at the furniture store, she was like, well, you know, he may be a trust fund baby. Because you asked him too, he can't be broke, right?
Yeah.
Can't be broke walking around like this. That's you gotta
and
have a lot
not with
of
that
confidence
and not with that swag. You got to have some coins in your pocket and in the bank.
Child. So then what even makes it more juicy is he sent a concert ticket to her job and invited her out to a sold out jazz concert. It was like a jazz concert of the year. She still ain't called him then. Baby didn't even know.
Same concert that he invited Ruby.
Which is his ex-girlfriend.
She shot him down.
She said she didn't want to go.
Told him to go get that money so they can pay the rent.
Right.
Sell them tickets. I don't want to go.
Right.
I'm sorry. That's one.
No, but the funny part about it is when she got the ticket and the newspaper clipping at her job, and she, you know, her friend and her coworker was there. You know, saw all of that. She didn't even remember Yasir's name. She was like, it's from fumbling through the paper like, Yasir. Yep.
I don't know how she could have forgot that.
Cause
Maybe she was too busy.
She was a little caught up in herself. She was feeling herself.
Yeah.
She doing a lot of good things.
Yeah. And she already had, you know.
She had a little rotation going on, you know. So her homegirl gave her advice and told her to throw Yasir back. Tell that beautiful black man that you don't want him because you're gonna play with him. And we already got enough women playing with black men out here. So you go ahead and you tell him no, you're not gonna go, because first of all, that concert ticket speaks volumes. Then on top of that, he sent you the newspaper clipping. That's kind of like
that's the time and effort, though,
right? Because he had to find where you worked at.
Yes.
Department and who to send it with and how.
Yeah, he put in some work just to do that.
So therefore, her friend said, you don't deserve this. Throw him back because he don't need to be played over.
That's what she said.
So she called him to decline. Well, she called him to turn him down in person.
In person. So she thought.
Oh, but baby, that's not how it happened.
That's not how it went down.
No. Because he wasn't having it. When they met up, so she could turn him down, quote unquote, he wasn't trying to let her go. She thought she was going to get a little smooth getaway, say what she had to say and go.
Maybe out.
Nah, that wasn't happening. My dog had done ordered food, sat down, ate. She done told her life story. He done told his life story. And basically...
And sat in there for hours.
Right.
They shut the place down. I think it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. Shut it down. What coffee shop, anyways, be open that late?
Somewhere in LA, because...
I guess so.
You know, in Miami, nothing closes.
Yeah, people don't sleep, so I guess that is LA too, but... But the chemistry...
Amazing.
The energy in... Once she finally kind of, brought it down a little bit, and they talked, and they talked, right?
Right.
She didn't want to go. She didn't want to leave. So they talked and talked to, the dude in the shop, in the coffee shop, say,
yo, y'all ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here, boy. Trying to close up. I don't know what y'all got going on. But I'm trying to go home.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I think just witnessing the early developments of what they still have to this day was just beautiful.
Right.
I mean, because I've been on dates and interacted with people like that, and you feel like, okay, this is something.
But every time you're with
turn around and it be absolutely not a goddamn thing. It's a waste of time. But that turned into something.
That turned into forever. And that's because they decided to stick to it. That scene in the coffee shop is my favorite of all time because they made a commitment to each other right then and there. Literally, it was a year that they have met. You know what I'm saying? Their first time actually interacting with each other for more than 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
And in that conversation, getting ready to go, Yasir grabbed her and told her, okay. Basically, let's cut out all the bullshit, you know?
And that's what he said, too, and the way he said it. Oh, that thing grabbed my spirit as soon as he said that. It's cutting bullshit.
He said, pretend that we've known each other for a year. Tell me how you're feeling, how you feel. And she was like, I can't tell you that because I don't even really...
What would you say to me right now?
What would you say to me right now? She said, I can't say that because it's too early for that. It's too much.
What if he was together for a year already?
Whatever you're going to say, trust me.
And it was time to say goodbye. What would you say to me?
My dog said, I love you.
I can't say that.
Yes, you can and you should.
Too. And that was a wrap.
Because I feel exactly the same way.
Old boy got tired. The person who worked at the store was like, hey.
I would
But they
say,
picked that thing back up, though.
Yeah, they picked it up outside.
They got outside. That thing.
I love
And the
you.
thing that, like I said,
I love you too.
all the time. The thing that I liked the most about that moment was once they said I love you to each other, they stuck to it. No matter what they had going on in their outside lives, they went back to that very moment where they said, I love you. And most people don't do that.
Yeah.
They take it for play. They say, I love you. And then as soon as something go wrong or as soon as something don't play out the way that they wanted to, that love goes out the window, but not them. As many obstacles as they had, they still stuck to that I love you. Favorite scene of all time that needs a Grammy or something.
Yes.
Emmy or something.
That
That
scene
show
was-
is definitely Grammy and Emmy worthy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. There was a few scenes. I mean, I wish we had the time to kind of like break this thing down, but you know, we might be here for quite some time. But I think the scene that brought me to tears was oh God, I'm trying to think what exactly. It's gonna come back to me, cause I had it while you were talking, and then
It went away.
my mind shifted to what
what
you
I
were
was
saying,
saying.
so it's gone. But one of my
I think I remember what it was.
what?
Was it the Valentine's Day one?
Yes, yes. So you're a good listener. So listen. Now because Yasir is Muslim. So there's a lot of things that are not typical and regular for Nuri when it comes to a man. So she found out that he didn't celebrate Valentine's Day, right? So she kept it moving. Okay, she was understanding.
She was understanding. She didn't want to be. Let's get that right. Because most women, somebody tell us they don't celebrate Valentine's Day, we looking at them like,
Yeah.
Because, the niggas hit you with the Valentine's Day every day. I don't see why we got to celebrate this one day. It's just one day. And then why everybody walk around here with big old teddy bears and candy and everything else.
People on her jobs was getting, flowers. Her mentor had got his wife a car.
That was so funny. He said, you don't celebrate Valentine's Day, do you? He took that rose right on back, honey.
Yes, honey. But, in that episode, we saw how she was understanding. She kept it moving. Her mother, her aunt, and I think her grandmother did something every year anyway together. So he helped her set up. He left and went back to Ruby's.
Now that was a touchy thing because to think about your boyfriend now going back to his ex-girlfriend's house to wait for
roommate,
to wait for you to be finished with your Valentine's Day celebration. That wouldn't sit right with me.
Yeah. And
it didn't sit right with her either, but she was cool about it. She ain't stress him about it. If that's what he want to do, okay, cool. I trust him. Whatever floats his boat.
Yeah. But that would have been a bit difficult for me. But Yasir had a point too. Like it is a regular day.
To him.
Yeah, to him. Yeah, but I kind of felt where he was going to. I felt what he was saying too, but I did.
I did.
I
was like, who house you gonna go to? You ain't even say.
I'm saying about Valentine's though.
Valentine's Day cool, but who else you said you was gonna go to? You ain't even said you was going to your best friend house. You said because you still technically got like a 2-week notice till you get there. No, baby. No, you could have sat in that cafe. You could have told me you was going to the cafe before you told me you was going to her house. You crazy.
So, he ended up did meet with the homeboy at the cafe, and they talked, and he kind of brought some things to his
attention.
I was going to say something else. And once he listened to him, which I'm glad that he was in a place to receive what his friend was putting on the table. He picked it up, and he ended up going back to her house. Now her mom had stayed because she had got a little too tipsy, but he came, and even when she opened the door, you know what I'm saying, just his whole, to me, just the way that this nigga stood was just like the whole like I could feel his presence through screen. But anyway,
you sure can.
So he went into this whole spiel, apologized, which I can appreciate that.
He sure did. He did apologize.
And apologizing is major to me.
Most men don't do it.
Yeah. He apologized, and he had some flowers, one of them old school type. He brought flowers from behind his back and came on in, and he said, we need a song. Did you ever have a song with like a
try? Yeah.
Never mind.
Just gonna flip over.
Never mind. But I just thought that was so sweet because I could remember back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Every time that song come on, you're like, ooh.
Yes, honey. You get goosebumps and chills and everything.
That's like, ugh. Now you just get on my nerves, God.
Okay, well, we're gonna keep it moving.
All right.
So he came, he put on the record, and they danced. And it was just so, I can't even find the right word. And then her mom kind of stood back, and I think for her at that point, that was like, okay. Because she wasn't really feeling him.
No.
In the beginning. She really wanted, but I think in that moment, she was like, okay, he all right in my book after this hill. But it was that scene that broke me down. And in that moment for me, I'm like, I want to feel that. I want to feel that.
Right. I need me a person of interest. Because at this point, you can't even, I want a person of interest.
Right. Nowadays, you can't even get that. Like,
that's what that is. Because you can't say you dating. Because as soon as you say, oh, you're my boyfriend. So you're my person of interest.
Yeah.
I like you.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, but that scene, That's what did it for me. And just observing that you were witnessing like real love, despite everything that was going on around them, because they had to room for one another.
They went through a lot of obstacles, baby mama drama, friends, family saying no. I mean, that's typical in any relationship,
right.
you know,
yeah.
with most men who have baby mamas or are single parents or whatever the case may be. Most of the time you have drama when it comes to a new woman or a new man coming into the space where you're children.